We live. This is the replay of a live stream. If you don't want to watch the whole live stream, tune out now. It's not a tutorial. What's up, Josh? Hey, tea drinker. Hey, Seth. I saw your message about, what's up, Fish? Saw your message about, being my escort and then my helicopter rescue as well. Appreciate that. Hopefully I don't need it again. Oh, we'll see how it goes. Oh, this is too much. It's too much. We need something more chill. All right, so it's Thursday, so we got a marketplace update, so it's time to check this stuff out. I already bought a couple of things, but let's go look through the sales in case there's more stuff to buy. Airports. They start with a U, so I'm probably not buying them. Only ones that start with a K. Memphis, Daytona Beach, Colorado Springs. Man, this one right here is a crazy good review. Oh, it's only got 9 reviews. Maybe that's why. Still all above a 4. That's pretty nice. Sky Harbor, kind of a crappy reviews. I feel like if it's not above a 4 or a 4.5, people are like, eh. What's up, Kyle? Hey, William. You live in Colorado. Wait, didn't you say that you used to live on the... Where were we flying yesterday? I'm never going to believe any of you about where you live, because of the past and how everybody always says they live in the city, random tiny village we're flying over. So we got a SeaTac, Oakland. There are a lot on sale. I mean, $15 still though. I feel like it's got to be less than $10. Then I'm interested. Monterey. You used to live in a lot of places. Oh, Air Force. Okay, well, that makes a lot of sense. Fishfinder says, I bought the PMDG 737-600 today, and my wife got mad at me. Is the 600 is that the 20-something dollar one? I bought this, which one did I buy? I bought the 700, and it was like $70, and I think I flew it twice. And then apparently I should have bought the 800, because the 700 is like no point to buying it or something. I don't know. Apparently, like, the 800 is the best one to buy. I don't even remember. The short one, yeah. $38, okay. A 737 or 2 cases of beer. Or if you buy the expensive one, yeah, how many cases of beer is $70? Like, that's going to get me like 100 rack of Modelo. All right, nothing really interesting for me here in the featured sales. But I did go to new releases and I bought a couple things. We got some livery bundles. Oh, can I not see the things I bought? Yeah, I don't think it's going to show the 2 things I bought. I bought the emergency lights thing. It has pretty bad reviews. It was like 3 stars or something. Oh yeah, here we go. Yeah, I bought... Oh, did I buy the emergency lights? I bought these 2. I bought enhanced runway lights. This is by Flight Simulations. I'm not familiar with their stuff, but a different developer released the enhanced airplane lights, and I like that one a lot. So if this one's anywhere as good as that, then I'm going to like this too. And then I picked up the executive liveries bundle because it was like $4 or something like that. And this is a bundle of liveries for the Citation, the CJ4, which I'm going to get back into flying again, and the TBM 930, which, you know, anybody who doesn't have the 850 is kind of flying the 930. And the 930 is awesome anyway, so... Anyway, yeah, that's been, whatever, it was a few bucks. I usually buy these, like, livery packs and they're super cheap, just because if people are using them, I like to see them. And then the other thing I bought was it the emergency lights? Yeah, emergency lights, USA. So this is by South Oak Co. I'm pretty sure they make the birds. Do they make traffic and sight and the FS birds stuff? I like the birds. I used to have the traffic and sight thing that has like drones and hot air balloons and stuff. But I think one time I like collided with a drone that I could barely see, and I was like, and it ruined my flight and just killed me and ended the flight. So I was like, yeah, it's a cool idea, but I wish there was no collision on them. Especially when you're flying at night. But this is emergency lights, and it just like lights up the streets with periodic like emergency lights, like the red and blues flashing. So I thought that could be kind of cool. And since I got the nighttime runway flight or runway lights, I want to do at least one night flight tonight to check them out, just see how they look. Emergency response pack. I guess that's like a mission pack. Anyway, I think that'll do it. Oh, you can click owned over here. Oh yeah, there we go. Yeah, so I got those two. To stay sane, I calculate cost per hour flying minus $50 plane flown $50. Oh, $1 an hour entertainment. That's true. That is true. Yeah, whenever people like complain about the cost of things in Flight Sim, or like that Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 is going to cost money again, I'm just thinking, how many hours have you put into it? Because for me, I even went premium. Oh, let me change the tag here to say live. I even got the premium edition, premium deluxe, when the sim first came out. And for me, like, I probably have like, I don't know, do I have like 2,000 hours maybe? It's not a totally insane amount, but it's still probably my second most played game of all time in just a couple of years. Yeah, I think if I go into the details, is it under manage or something? There's some way to find it. Reviews, additional info. Xbox somewhere, maybe it's in my library. Somewhere in Xbox, it will show you your hours. Hours played. Oh, here are my achievements. I know you guys can't see this. It's in the background, but might be under achievements. Oh, there we go. I have played 98 days and 14 hours. So yeah, that's about 2,400 hours or so. Yeah, 98 days of playtime. You just passed 3,000. I know in my logbook, I think I have fewer than 1,000. I'm at like 800 or something like that. There was a time I lost my entire logbook, like it reset to 0, but maybe that got fixed. I think my very first flight is probably still in here. So let's see if I go to logbook and look at my very first flight. No entries. I'm sure it's still loading, right? 25% for hours downloading. True. What's going on here? It's completely frozen because it's loading everything. Yeah, it's just frozen. Actual flight hours are in the logbook. Yep. Game, yeah, time running, yeah. But the logbook doesn't count time like prepping for the flight, you know, looking up charts, taxiing. I'm pretty sure flight hours is actually like wheels off the ground. So you probably need to like double that. Well, I also took lots of very short flights. I still mostly take short flights. So I feel like my like time in air is like the same as my taxi time. Okay, there we go. So what's the first flight I ever took? I took it in the TBM 930. Look at that, the very first one I did out of Santa Monica. And then it looks like I did all the training in Sedona after that. TBM 930, very first flight, 8:18. I think that was release day. But it says 0 minutes. So after the training, looks like I loaded in at Sedona. Yep, DA40NG, Skyhawk 152, and then I was just trying a bunch of planes. Look at this, I'm just trying everything. The Icon, Savage Cub, Cap 10 for many flights. All night it looks like, or all morning I guess. I was in the Cap 10. Look at this, no airliners. There's a citation longitude. Then back to the small planes. Prefer low altitude, short flights. Yeah, long flights get pretty damn boring. 500 hours in flight, 900 hours game running time. That's a pretty good ratio. Yeah, I feel like I've probably just like left the sim running overnight by accident before. Well, maybe not overnight, but maybe for like hours at a time, like going to eat dinner or something. Alrighty, let's see how VATSIM's looking right now. We got Boston online as always online. Boston and Bradley. Oh, Bradley International, Windsor Locks, Connecticut. And we got Teterboro is kind of Teterboro and like JFK are like always online too. We got quite a bit online. Oh man, Pacific Northwest is going. So we got Seattle Ground and Seattle Centers on. It looks like we have is this Eugene? Yeah, okay, Eugene, Oregon. Malin Sweet Field. Have never flown there. And then we got our San Diego LAX crew on as well. What's open here? Vancouver Center. All right. Denver's almost never online unless there's an event. I think that's one of the last VATSIM flights I did, like at the end of last year, was that flight into Denver in the Citation, or yeah, the CJ4. Yeah, and I guess Florida's representing tonight, dude. There's a ton of stuff on in Florida. I can't even look at the tooltip. Orlando, Melbourne, and Miami International. And we have a Sigmet as well. Spicy weather in the Midwest. What's up, Raccoon? What's up, Kevo? Spicy weather. Let me turn on the weather here. Oh, yeah. Oh, whoa, dude. Oh, my God. I mean, it would be nice to depart out of this, I guess, and then fly over here to, like, Salt Lake or something like that. That's pretty crazy. Scared of VATSIM? Oh, me too, dude. Maybe that means I should just rip the rip the 20-foot Band-Aid off or whatever. Yeah, the weather looks pretty insane out here. So wait, is Denver online? Oh, Denver is online. Okay, we got Denver approach. Clearance delivery and ground are also online. That's pretty cool. Denver to MSP. Oh man, flying into that weather sounds horrible. I guess in the Vision Jet it's not super scary though. Denver is just such an absolutely massive airport. I wonder what this Malin Sweet Field is like. KEUG? I'm just going to look at the airport here. See how crazy this looks. Okay, 2 runways, lots of parking right in between. I mean, this is no Denver, I don't think. 8,000 foot runway and a 6,000 foot runway. And I just need to remember flying the Vision Jet, I can't do any turbojet procedures like last time. That's a big no-no, big naughty boy move, so need to not do that. A slow jet, but a fast plane. Yep. Yeah, the weather is a little terrifying. It's funny because just with all that weather, you could see how few planes there are, and then all these planes are over in the east, kind of avoiding this situation, even though these controllers are all online. Minneapolis, Denver, Salt Lake Center. wonder how long a flight from like, how long would, let's see, San Diego to Eugene would probably be like a 2-hour plus flight, maybe? I don't want to do, if I'm going to do VATSIM, I don't want to do something too short because then everything comes at you even faster. So I feel like I would want like a 2-hour flight, roughly. Airtime even. Maybe hour and a half, at least an hour airtime. So we did like San Diego, 3 hours and 40 minutes. That's way too long. LAX SFO is longer. Salt Lake City and Phoenix are great airports. Phoenix has a ground controller on. I wonder if more is going to come online. Flying out of LAX in a Vision Jet seems a little weird, but out of San Diego doesn't seem as weird for some reason. I mean, San Diego, I guess, is a smaller airport, but that's why it doesn't seem so weird. Make sure you take extra fuel. Oh my God. Yeah. No passengers this time. No 850 mode. Thankfully in the Vision Jet, there's no 850 mode, so I'll be fine. Oh, it was so embarrassing. And I had so much time to find somewhere to land. And I just didn't. And man, that thing, the TBM is so hard to glide with. Like, I felt like I was just like pitching down the whole time and I couldn't get my speed up. Clearly, I wasn't pitching down enough. There'll be way more. Tonight's a big night for controllers. Oh, it's not a big night. Yeah. Man, that was bad. I did not forget about it. Maybe I should go like, I don't know, should we do... Also have New Orleans and Houston, William P. Hobby. William P. Hobby to New Orleans, which is... I can't even read it, it's so small. K, is that MSY? Oh, what the heck? 32 minutes or... Wait, is that 75 minutes or 75 hours? Huh? Is that 32 minutes? And 75 minutes? I thought that showed hours and minutes. Is this showing minutes and seconds? GPT to MSY. GPT. 10 minutes. No way, that sounds horrible. That sounds like I'm not even going to take off and they'll be assigning me the approach and I'll be freaking out not knowing what it is. 32 minutes. Yeah, that's a little too close together. It'd be nice to have more controllers on, not just a center. So Denver, I think rather maybe depart Denver and go to the west. What's Denver to Eugene? No, that's gonna be like 3 hours as well. I mean, I'd always do like Seattle to Eugene. I feel like that's gonna be way too fast. SeaTac. Yeah, 53 minutes. Why? That is not... There's no way it's 15 minutes. What's going on here? 59 minutes? 20 minutes. It keeps changing. Hey, Steve, what's up? Shorter than a Denver taxi. See, I kind of want things to be slow, though, because then I can... Things will be coming at me so slowly that the anxiety of having to talk to a controller will be able to peak each time. There's long enough to wait between each communication with the controller that I can be at peak anxiety before it happens. You know, instead of it just hitting me before I'm ready. That's the strat. Perfect. It's going to be great. We also have Louisville. Is it Louisville, Kentucky? Or do you say, is it Louisville? I don't know how to say it. So we got a tower, an approach controller, and we have Indy Center on over here. That's kind of nice. That one's going to be about an hour, 224 nautical miles. Oh, it's so hard to pick a route. I don't know why. I think what I should do is just get rid of on-air company and not let that dictate my route tonight, and then just go for it and do any VATSIM route at all. Doesn't matter. Except I shouldn't try to pick up IFR in the air or on the ground from an untowered airport, because last time I was not prepared for that. Oh, Phoenix. So Phoenix ground is on. It could be cool to go Phoenix to San Diego. $67 minutes. Over we go the opposite way, 33. So I guess I'm going to want to go west. Phoenix is pretty massive too, though, isn't it? Oh, it's not. Yeah, it's pretty big. What if we get a little runway? And was there what? There's a little bit of weather in Phoenix. San Diego is always interesting with the approach from the west, like facing the water is usually how you come in, like over downtown, which is pretty cool. I'm gonna load in on the ground at Phoenix and see how I feel when I start listening to ATC. It is only a ground controller, so that means on the way out we will not have a departure. Like we have ground and there's not even any towers, so we switch to Unicom. You don't need PHX, it's out of Luke Air Force Base. Phoenix is one of your favorite larger airports. Nice. I also don't have scenery. Let me see what scenery I have, because I know that's important for doing VATSIM to have accurate scenery. Okay, so I don't have any for Phoenix. I think I have San Diego. Okay, I do have San Diego, the LVFR San Diego. Hey, wasn't Phoenix on sale? We were just looking at that, right? It is 15. This looks like the only one for Phoenix too, and it's $16 on sale. It doesn't have the best reviews. Sedona. Wait, nobody's on at Sedona though, right? Yeah, we just have Phoenix. Looks like there are 5 people on the ground there. We got some weather to fly through. I have to skip so many songs in this playlist. All right. San Diego. Also, like, not that many people flying over here yet. You have that scenery? I mean, it's going to be better than nothing, so. And I also don't know why people give things like bad reviews. Like, as long as the main... As long as the fundamentals of where the buildings are okay, then I'm not going to be too worried about it. Oh, the FPS. Houston to DFW has both ground and controlled airspace. DFW to Houston. Oh, where am I looking? DFW is up here. Okay, yeah, they have ground and departure. Could go there over to like Nashville. Oh, Nashville has tower on too. Ooh, let's flying out of Nashville to DFW might be nice. That's probably like an hour and a half or something. That might be a good option. Let me see what they do here. All right, Nashville to Dallas Fort Worth. 2 hours and 48 minutes. 86 minutes the other way. Let me check the ATIS. How bad is the weather up here? All right, Ada says, broken at 7,000 feet. Okay, that's not too bad. Broken at 7,000, approach, let's see. Departing runway 02, RNP approaches available upon request. Simultaneous approaches are in use. Bird activity vicinity. Departing runway approaches, runway 02 center and runway 02 right are in use. Visual approaches are in use. Make sure I uninstall the city update for ground textures. City update. Oh, I don't know if I actually don't think I have the city updates installed. Why, they're like bugged out or something? Or do they turn pink or something like that? Man, this seems like such a short, it seems like it's a much shorter flight than it actually is. Hey, Deuterino, what's up? Bugs out the ground textures. DFW taxiways and ground will all be messed up just because of the city update. My sim is frozen again. I think it's installing Phoenix. Yeah, let me make sure I don't have it installed. Not that I'm ever going to actually decide where to fly from. It's called city updates, aren't they? I think I do have it installed. Wait, where are the city updates? So confused. It was a Texas update, right? Or was it specifically Dallas? City update. Wait, I'm so confused. Picking a route's like picking a movie to watch. No, it's not. You just watch The Big Lebowski. Easy. Comforted indecision. Wait, I don't understand. I must have the cities installed then. Are they part of the world updates? I'm so confused. I thought they were separate and called city updates. Oh, you know what? I have to get them from the marketplace first, don't I? Yep, that's why. Yeah, I haven't gotten any of the city updates at all. Oh, there's only been 4 of them. Okay. Yeah, I haven't gotten any of them yet, so. Gonna have to catch the stream replay tomorrow. Yeah. See you, Robert. He's like, how long is this gonna take, dude? $142 minutes if I go east, but if I want to do the visual approach, that's fine, right? In the G3000, I can set up for a visual approach for some sweet lateral guidance, and in vertical guidance we have VNAV. We can do everything, and the ceilings are at 7,000 feet, so the weather's not actually that bad there. And then over at, let's see, Dallas Fort Worth. Yeah, 10 miles of visibility, clear. Yeah, it's just clear at Dallas now. 2 hour, 20-minute flight. Yeah, or we can go the other way and do it in 2 minutes and 49 seconds. Why doesn't this have 3 digits? It's so confusing. So it's 2 hours and 49 minutes or 2 hours and 12 minutes, I guess. A lot of time to fret. Why do we need to uninstall Dallas City Update? You fly in there, just installed that one. Is it a conflict with the city update and any custom ground textures? Is that the problem? Yeah, I just keep picking routes that are like just a little too long. I mean, Seattle has ground on. Can we do Seattle? to Eugene. I just looked at that one. $14 minutes. This is just wrong. 58 minutes if we land at Seattle. And yeah, there is Seattle Center and there's ground. So there's full coverage there because there's Seattle Center online. Now it says 30 minutes. I gotta do sim brief to see how long it's actually gonna take. All right, Vision Jet, Eugene to Seattle. Oh, the dev said just to install the city pack. Oh man. 30,000 feet. Airtime, an hour and 4 minutes. This is pretty good then. Block time, an hour and 30 minutes. Airtime, an hour and 4. This is good. And for the route, we do have an arrival, a Hawks 7 arrival into Seattle. But that may be an arrival that we're not able to do. May go ahead over here. Check that in the Navigraph. You're flying Air Canada, and I don't know how to feel about it. What? What's wrong with Canada? All right, that's imported. Let's go ahead and just check what we got here. Let's do some educating. Oh, I did not import the flight. Eugene to Seattle. All right, and it looks like it's saying 3-4 left out of Eugene. In Seattle, it's predicting 1-6 right. Why am I on the runway? I picked parking. God, here we go. Oh man, let's just start here again. Let me try to start at parking again, I guess. Kind of weird. If it wasn't for Canada, we wouldn't have South Park or Team America. That's a good point. You did a test flight last night, got 75 feet per minute on landing. Dude. Like and subscribe? Damn it, I said it. I was just reading. No, I will never say that. Not what I'm not just reading. No. All right, let me try this again. Eugene. Let's try to pick parking spot and see if it'll let us park. Start cold and dark. All right, so it's saying depart. Let's look at our SimBrief flight plan shows us at flight level 300, don't exceed 285 knots. That's fine for us. And then direct portal, direct BTG, direct Krieg, and then the Hawks 7 arrival into SeaTac, runway 16 right. 1,200 pounds of fuel, roughly. Hour and 4 minutes airtime. I need a tail number that I can use consistently that's not from on-air company. And I was gonna use like a KIP thing, like Kilo 1 Papa or something like that. Maybe that's lame. Is it lame to use November 2-3 for 2023, Kilo 1 Papa? I mean, I'll recognize that every time they say it. I don't know. I feel like people putting their names in their tail numbers super lame, but I also understand it. I mean, if you use the Elite Speak style, put in some numbers. Casual Pelicans. You like the ring, Kilo 1 Papa? You guys are just going to be like, it's okay, even if you disagree. No, you're going to tell me how it is, right? My girlfriend just brought the puppy in, and the puppy is wearing a cow outfit. What? Oh, it's a sweater. Whatever. It's an outfit. She looks very, very cute. I might have to take a picture later for the new dog channel on Discord. We might even need a dog channel. All right, I'm connected to VATSIM. I'm terrified. I think I just need to go for it. This is just dumb. I just need to do it. And the Vision Jet, like if I can't do it in a Vision Jet, then I can't do it ever. All right, let's get the GPU going. All right, I do have multiplayer on. So even if you guys aren't on, then I will be able to see you. And I'll know that you're not on VATSIM because you'll have a name over your head. Cringe? Is it 12-year-old lingo today? Wait, did I say oh, I'm 12 and everything is cringe. All right, so let me review our flight plan here. Let me try to do research like a real pilot would, starting with the weather. So it looks like, let's go ahead and start with, just gonna hide this and just pick up, open up our Navigraph chart here for the airport diagram. We have ATIS on 1229 or 5. Let's go grab that. I'm gonna try to not use the charts in here. I'm gonna use them over here in the Navigraph window just for ease of use. Let's go MFD, map settings are good. We'll go full map on the right side. Let's go ahead and get our sim brief flight plan loaded here. This could change, so I'm going to look through the different procedures here and make sure we're familiar with them. Did you just see a Vision Jet taxi with a GPU attached? You did yesterday, didn't you? Hey, one of you guys, is this one of you guys right here with the GPU on? Wait, two of you guys. Are you guys on VATSIM? Oh, you know what's crazy is, well, until this moment, I just realized I didn't even, well, this isn't crazy, but I just reached for my Airbus side stick and it wasn't there. It's still sitting like at the back of my desk. Shows you how prepared I am. Very, very prepared. All right, I have one of the buttons on that is what I use to switch into external. Okay, I see Endgame and Alex, and I see Hunter as well. We got 3 Vision Jets right here, looking absolutely gorgeous. Good, we've all picked a different livery, so it's not awkward. This will be just fine. Good job, everyone. Not coordinating outfits. All right, so Eugene, it's not called Eugene though. It's in Eugene, but it's called Malin Suite or something. Malin. How now, brown cow? Malin Suite, I guess. We're gonna listen to other people calling this airport. Is that a guy named Hot Dog Farmer over there? Hot Dog Farmer 420 and Pizza Eaters. we're in good company tonight. This is going to be wonderful. And I am Jesse. Might say Jessica or Jesse. There's so much to be distracted by. All right, Eugene to portal. Let's go ahead and check to make sure these are correct. Portal to the Battleground VOR. That is correct. Then we're going direct Krieg to the Hawk 7. Krieg, Hawk. So Krieg is our transition to the Hawk 7 arrival into SeaTac. Runway 16 right. All right, so let me get the flight plan over here, get nav and comm. No, let me do it the other way. Does it like me if I do this? Nope. Doesn't like me if I do anything. So let's just do that, do that, do that. All right, let's go back to our Eugene taxiway diagram. ATIS is 125-225. Is that even gonna work?
Malin Suite Airport ATIS information Zulu 0054 Zulu. Wind 310 at 11. Visibility 10. Few clouds at 18,000. Ceiling 25,000 broken. Temperature 18. Dew point 13. Altimeter 2986. Runways 34 left and 34 in use. Advise on initial contact. You have information. Zulu.
All right, we got information Zulu at Eugene.
Malin Suite Airport ATIS information
Malin. It's
Zulu
Malin.
0054 Zulu. Wind 310 at 11. Visibility 10. Few clouds at 1.
I'm literally writing in my notepad Malin. Mahhlin. Malin. So I'm gonna mess it up. It's not pineapple. I am okay with I'm okay with pineapple on pizza. I'm sorry, I know half of you are gonna leave, but you know, sometimes you have to make a confession. Sometimes your confession is correct. Can I use COM 2? Let's try this. 12555 125-225. No wait, I want it down here. 125-225. Does COM 2 not work on VATSIM? Oh yeah, I have to go and actually monitor it. Alright, it does. Beautiful. Okay, cool. That works. So let's go ahead and get our clearance ground. Well, let's see who's online. So we're at Malin. We have ground. We have everybody. We have ground. Well, almost everybody. Ground tower departure or Eugene approach. And then we have Seattle. So in Seattle Center. All right, let me get all those frequencies written down. All right, so we have ground at 121.7. Then we have tower 1189. And then we will have Eugene approach 119 or 6. So that's called Eugene approach. So do we call it Malin approach? I guess we look here. It's Eugene clearance, Cascade departure, Seattle Center, and then tower. Malin tower, Malin ground. I'm going to write Malin ground, Malin tower. Then it says Eugene clearance, so we don't have them. And then Cascade departure. Why does it say Cascade departure? And then we have Seattle Center on 125.8. Is that real over here? No, they're using 13545. So we're Seattle Center. All right, so I got those written. Let's look here. It looks like we're at. All right, we're just at GA parking, which is nice. Alrighty, sorry about that. All right, so we're at GA parking. I guess we're at, I don't know, there's two different GA parking. So there's a south one and then there's one in the middle of the airfield. So I don't know how to describe that when the time comes. All right, so I have Malin ground set in. Malin ground, Malin tower. Then we have Eugene approach, which is 119er 6. And then Seattle Center. Right there, Seattle Center is 13545. Got that down. And then we have Seattle ground. Eventually, and that will be 121.7. All right, got all the frequencies typed out here. And I usually write things down on a notepad, but I'm gonna try doing it on the computer this time. I feel like I can write faster, but the weird part is I'm left-handed, so it's always awkward to be taking off and then need to write things down before I have like autopilot on. I don't know, I guess you have it on. Oh, nice, Josh, you're on VATSIM. Okay, cool. All right, so let's get these frequencies in. Malin Tower, we're at 1217. Or sorry, Malin Ground, 1217. Oh, whoops, I picked the wrong one up
Malin Suite Airport 8 is information Zulu 0.
All right, Zulu, that's fine. All right, 1217, and then after that, we're going to need tower on 1189. Enter.
Ground Skyblue 1077 is clear at the end of 34 right, Crescent 34 left, taxi to the gate.
All right.
Hello, 1077 Eugene Ground, welcome, taxi to the ramp.
And 2986, that's correct. That matches the ATIS. We have Zulu.
Alpha and Delta Skyblue 1077. Good show tonight, boys.
Ooh, good show, boys. All right, I'm going to go ahead and edit the flight just to redo it so we get new weather and stuff here. It's still the same Hawk 7 portal to Battleground to Krieg to the Hawk 7. So that's good. I'm just going to regenerate the flight so the times are updated, and then I'm going to file. Always felt for your type. Right around the time they dispensed this little heart icon is hiding the text every time, and I can't read it. How do I get rid of that thing? Why? Which person at YouTube thought it'd be a good idea to put the icon right on top of the text so I can't read it? Come on, guys. Block fuel. Let me get that set. 11 something. We're at 1,000 pounds. It says we need 1,100, so I'm going to go more than that. I'm going to go 1,300. All right, 1,300 pounds. That's generated again. Now let's go and pre-file down here. Pre-file on VATSIM.
Request taxi to general aviation parking ground.
Who?
Who?
Is this the ground frequency?
It is. Who are you?
Delta 2880, sorry.
Delta 2880, Eugene Ground, taxi to the ramp via Delta.
That's going to be me in about a minute, like forgetting to say my name and stuff. All right, and I'm going to go 23 Kilo 1 Papa IFR.
You're already on it, so just continue straight ahead to the ramp.
All right, 23 Kilo 1 Papa, SF50. Going to leave all the rest of this alone. Alternate is Portland. We got Portal to Battleground to Krieg, the Hawk 7 arrival. So Hawk 7, I need to look at that before we do anything, because if it's for turbojets only, we cannot do it, and I don't want to be embarrassed for the second time.
I believe so.
Third time this week.
American 713, Roger.
Maybe that was more than a week ago when we tried the turbojet departure. Let's see up here. Turbojet aircraft designed, or turbojet aircraft descend via Mach number until 280 knots. Yeah, this is going to be turbojet aircraft only. Because we got a 270 though, 270 knots, which I don't think we can do. So that's going to be a no. Where does it say turbojet aircraft only? Turbojet aircraft, I mean, it references turbojet aircraft up here. It should be up here in the notes. DME or GPS required, radar required, RNAV 1. Just says RNAV 1. For non-RMP aircraft, landing runway is blocked. Expect radar vectors to final approach course. I thought that said prior to VATSIM. Prior to VASHIN? Yeah, so this has speeds that we're not going to be able to do. So I'm going to have to find a different route, a different arrival. So there's the Hawks.
Hello, ground. Sky Blue Radio 1, clear.
This is the Chins. Does it say Chins? The Chins 5 arrival.
Sky Blue Radio 1, Eugene Ground, welcome. Taxi the ramp via Alpha and Delta. Have a good night.
I guess what I should do is check on SimBrief, go to Edit Flight,
Sky Blue 1.
and then look at the other routes, the alternate routes. Okay, these all have the Hawk 7. This one has the OLM 2 arrival, so let me see what that one is. All right, back over here. Star, where's the OLM? Olympia 2. Okay. So 250, 250, again 270 knots. Prop, it says prop and turboprop. Max 250, and then it says turbojet. So here, there is some indication that props are supported on this arrival. So I think that's a better sign. So when we get our clearance, I don't know whether or not I should like stress, hey, we're a Vision Jet. VFR sounds way more complicated. Then I have to like learn all about the different airspaces. Yeah, to me, VFR is scarier than IFR. So many more rules. And it's also going to be nighttime. I guess we can run whatever we want, but I guess technically it would be nighttime in real time. So I think this one is right. I just need to make sure that this works for our selected runways. So it estimated runway 16 right. So they're landing north.
Eugene Ground, I'm getting off. Have a good evening.
You too, everyone.
Let's see, routing.
American 713, you can contact Tower 18.9 good day.
Yeah, then it looks like it leaves us on a 343 heading. Turbojet's landing south. Is this landing north and south? Restrictions are issued per SeaTac International Flow. And it also serves some other airports. And there's Battleground. So we can go from Battleground VOR up here. Then when we get to Lacey, we have a 250 knot restriction for prop and turboprop. Cross add and maintain 12,000. And then this is a turbojet restriction here. Cross and maintain 13,000. So we're at 12,000 at Lacey. And then if we're landing on the north facing runways, I guess we would go to the right here on a 070 heading. I think this one seems like it's usable. The Hawk 7 does not have any notes about turbojets, so I think this is better. We're going to go CVO, then UBG. Oh, it doesn't use Battleground. It uses UBG, which is Newburgh. Okay. And at 28,000 feet. So our route, let me copy that in. Copy. Flight level 280. Direct to CVO. All right.
Eugene Ground, citation 316 Bravo Lima is ready to taxi.
Citation 316 Bravo Lima, runway.
All right, importing again from SimBrief.
Taxi via Echo and Alpha.
34 left.
All right,
Echo
34
Alpha.
left,
Citation
16
316
right.
Bravo Lima.
I think it was good that I checked because we would have had another turbojet situation with me at the wrong, doing the wrong departure or arrival. So that's good. You read there is a way to have sim brief load procedures by aircraft type when flight planning. See, that's weird because you choose your aircraft type right here. So like, I wonder why with the Vision Jet, it's giving me turbojet. It's giving me turbojet routes, even though I have the Vision Jet selected here. All right, 23 Kilo 1 Papa. Never seems to work for you. Yeah, I would hope that it's under the airframe selection. Like, we're choosing which plane we're flying each time, so... Does the same thing with the... Oh, yeah, the TBM. Yeah, it does.
Eugene ground, Alaska 1592.
Yeah, kind of weird. All right, let me go back to the pre-file then.
Alaska.
All right, 23 Kilo 1 Papa, Eugene to Seattle. Portland is our alternate. CVO UBG to the Olympia 2. Olympia 2 arrival.
I would like to depart out of Eugene, please.
Okay, and then down here, TCAS sim brief. I don't know why it puts that. All right, I'm not going to file yet because I'm too scared. I'm going to go down and look at the other departures that are available here. Okay, there is a departure at Eugene called the Eugene 1 departure. So let's familiarize ourselves with this. Okay, this is for all runways. So it's possible. Takeoff obstacle notes.
Eugene ground, good evening. Falco 538, taxi to Atlanta.
Number 1, radar required. Aircraft taxiing beyond runway 16.
Eugene ground, welcome taxi to the ramp via Alpha, Foxtrot, and Golf.
Maintain 9,000 or assigned altitude. Expect filed altitude 5 minutes after departure. And then it has 3-4 left. Climb heading 344 or ATC assigned heading for vectors to assigned route or fix. So it's possible that they give us... It's possible that they tell us the Eugene 1 for our departure, so I'll just be ready to hear that in the clearance.
Advise I'm ready for taxi.
We got takeoff obstacle notes and takeoff minimums. Standard minimums, 380 feet per nautical mile. Okay, and then Newport View. What is CV? CVO is the Corvallis or Corvallis. All right, so I need to know that name. CVO is Corvallis, and UBG is from the other one. That's from the Olympia 2 arrival, and that is Newburgh. Lots of notes to take. All right, then I got our frequencies. We got Malin grounds. Okay, we got the ATIS. Okay. And then routing, it says from over the OLM via... Oh, this is the arrival. Let's go back to the departure. Down here. Standard instrument departure. So if we take off from 3-4 left, we have a heading, and then we have a minimum of maintain 9,000.
Malone ground, Skyhawk, 4895, Golf, at General Aviation parking.
All right, so I'm going to write down maintain 9,000. We just need to remember that. Yeah, Eugene 1 departure, all runways. We have our initial climb, then a top altitude of 9,000. Obstacle note, so a bunch of trees and stuff listed.
48905 Golf, Eugene ground, runway 34 right.
And then we'll be going to the north and then eventually to Cornwallis. And that's our first waypoint. Then we have Newburgh right here, and then we're already on our way to... After Newburgh, we're already on the arrival for SeaTac. So that's very fast. But it says we should... We're going to try to go up to 28,000, so we'll see how that goes.
Once I think that was Pod Club 1496, calling Eugene ground.
All right, good thing we have a GPU.
We're off of runway 34 left on Alpha 4, requesting taxi to check.
Pod Club 1496.
All right, I'm setting to 8,000 up here. Actually, I should start by setting 9,000. And they're gonna give us our altitude anyway, but I'll set 9,000 in here. All right, let's get the rest of the ATIS. Let's get ATIS again.
Ceiling to 5,000 broken. 8, 2.13, altimeter 2986. Runway
2986.
34 left and 34 in use. Advise on initial contact. You have information. Zulu. Malin Suite Airport 8 is information. Zulu 0.
All right, so we still have Zulu. We're good there. And what's actually, it's almost the top of the hour, so we might actually get a we might get information alpha shortly.
Alaska 1392 ready for...
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and file this.
I don't know any of the phrases yet, so I'm a little confused right now, but I'm just trying to get up in the air.
Oh, this poor dude.
Take my landing back in.
This guy's like brand new. He's like, I don't know the phraseology.
1392, Roger. Do you have a taxiway diagram?
Neofly? No Neofly. I'm just flying straight up just from 2 airports that happen to be active on VATSIM right now for coverage. So we're gonna try that. All right, so let me get my checklist up. So we're gonna keep the map over here full screen, and let me go re-import my SimBrief flight plan because we've changed it. So I'm gonna go up here, flight plan, delete flight plan. Okay, back, SimBrief. And I'm just bringing it in so it has the right arrival. All right, so Corvallis. So we're just going from Malin Suite to Corvallis. And then we start our arrival, which is the Olympia 2 arrival. Turn down VATSIM chatter. Yes. Yeah, let me do that. Yeah, VATSIM is always hard to set the audio for. I have it at -7. I'll bring it down to -10. See how that goes. It's always a little tricky to set the... people are at such different volumes that it's pretty hard to set it sometimes.
SkyWest 4056 Eugene ground on...
All right, turn it down a little bit. Let me know if that's better, guys. And thanks for letting me know that it's super loud. The guy's new and they're helping him out. Yeah, that's awesome. That's good that they're just helping out and not being like, you should go learn stuff on the internet first or anything like that. Nice to hear it. You love to hear it, and I'm gonna need some of that maybe. We'll see how it goes. All right, 23 Kilo 1 Papa. And then on COM 2, I'm going to pre-set up our information. I'm trying to be as prepared as possible here. So I want to set up our ATIS for the arrival as well. 1180.
Slowly.
Alaska 1392. Runway 34 right. Taxi via Mike and Bravo.
Wait, 34 right, Mike and Bravo. Where's Mike and Bravo? Oh, there's Mike right there. Taxi via Mike, Bravo. Yep, right up there. And then 34 right is over there. So then if we get 34 left, we're going to go via...
really
is
slow.
this?
I'm just trying to figure everything out. I'm so sorry.
This poor guy. We might go Foxtrot, Alpha 6 for 34 left.
Club 2345, Eugene ground. Welcome taxi to the ramp via Alpha, Foxtrot, and Golf.
All right, I'm so slow at this. All right, so I haven't even gotten clearance yet. So let's go ahead and start with this. Parking brake, battery switches are on. Gen switches are now on.
SkyWest 4056.
GPU as needed, so that's on. Verify FADEC, it's up there. Channel A, that's done. All right, engine start. So we're not going to do that. I guess I could.
56, you're clear to the Salt Lake City International Airport.
I'll get the clearance first. One thing at a time. Okay, they are using Eugene 1.
That's Delta, Sierra Delta. Direct Burley, Bravo, Yankee, India. Join the Skis 5 arrival. Maintain 9,000. Expect flight level 330, 5 minutes after departure. Departure's on 119.6. Squawk 6606.
So they just gave Eugene 1 departure to this plane.
To Salt Lake City, the Eugene 1 departure vector pursuit vortex direct Hurley German ski 5 arrival 9,000 initial speed 05 minutes after departure 119.6 and squawk 6606.
Okay, West 4056 read back correct. Expect runway 34 left for departure.
Does he have to reply to that? Guess not. Okay. All right, so I think I'm ready. It sounds like, so that guy got a Eugene 1 departure. We'll see if he gives that to us. And he also read off. Let me go to the departure and have it up. He read off a different VOR, the DSD VOR. That guy's a jet, though, I think, like an actual jet. Okay, that's Rogue Valley. Wait, where is that VOR? We have Eugene, Battleground, Newburgh, Corvallis. There is, what is the, oh, that was just part of his routing, so it's not part of the departure procedure. Okay.
Can you spell out that first waypoint again for us for Skywest 4056?
Skywest 4056 dish shoot.
Yeah, VATSIM, not everyone's the same volume. But I guess that's kind of realistic, right? Like someone could have a crappy radio, a quiet radio.
Delta Sierra Delta, thank you.
Yeah, VOR's on the flight plan. Yeah, I think that makes sense.
Landing ground, Sky Blue 6. Down, right, 34 left.
Sky Blue Radio 006, Eugene Brown, welcome. Taxi to the ramp via Alpha and Delta.
Alpha, Delta to the ramp, Sky Blue 6.
Oh, I didn't even file my flight plan yet. All right, filed the flight plan. Okay, I'm going to copy in the route, finally, in the chat. We'll see what they actually give us. Hopefully this is a legit route with the Olympia 2. File already? Now you're committed. It's true. Don't remind me. So we're what we're going to expect is that they're clearing us to Seattle. The route, we may get Eugene 1 departure.
1077 Eugene Ground. Go ahead.
Sky Blue 1077, after that landing into here, we got to send this thing to Seattle for some maintenance request IFR.
On request, number 1.
All right, so he's working on their request right now.
Better than number 2.
Better than number 2. Ooh. Too many cigarettes. I'm going to wait for him to give the clearance back, and I'm going to double check because it's been like it's been way too long since I loaded in here to just make sure all of these controllers are still on. I think they are. We have ground, tower. Ground and tower have just been on like an hour, hour and a half each. Same with approach. And then Seattle Center is on. They've been on 6 minutes. Looks like they just got a changeover maybe. And then SeaTac just has a ground controller on, but we'll be with Seattle for the rest of that. And then we're supposed to be an hour in the air. An hour and 3 minutes airtime, it says, so. Yes, good call on checking ATIS again. Yep, let me dial that in down here. It's already set up. Probably have information alpha now.
Altimeter 2985. Runways 34 left and 34 in use. Advise on initial contact. You have information. Alpha.
All right, it is alpha.
Malin Suite Airport 8 is information Alpha 0154 Zulu. Wind 270 at 6. Visibility 10. Few clouds at 15,000. 25,000 scattered. Temperature 16. Dew point 12. Altimeter 2985. Runways 34 left and 34 in use.
Nice.
Advise on initial contact.
We got some wins. I think it was calm before.
Alpha.
Okay, we got information alpha now.
Romeo Papa vacated runway 34 left at Alpha 5. Limited taxi to Atlantic.
Alpha in use.
Eugene Ground, welcome.
All right, we're down to 29085 in the altimeter. That's set. And we got clouds at 15,000 and 25,000. Our cruise altitude is set at 28,000, so hopefully we're above those. I think it said ceiling scatter at 25,000.
And Sky Blue 1077, I have your clearance advisor ready to copy.
Okay, Sky Blue 1077, go.
I should probably just get this thing
Sky Blue
started.
1077, you're clear to the Seattle Tacoma International Airport. Eugene 1 departure, radar vectors portal, NS file, maintain 9,000, departures on 119.6, squawk 4734.
Okay, we copy the Eugene departure, or correction, Eugene 1 departure, 9,000, 119.6 for departure, 4734 on the box, Sky Blue 1077.
Sky Blue 1077, fantastic, read back correct, expect 34 left for departure.
All right.
Okay,
I'm waiting to hear your voice on the radio. Get off the pot. Hey, we could have heard yours by now too, Josh. What are you talking about?
Sky Blue 1077, pushes at your discretion.
Okay, we'll call you after we push, Sky Blue 1077.
It's mail-in ground, right? What's up? I heard VATSIM people yell at you if you don't know what you're doing. That's true. Yep. It's abusive, 100%. It's only about 100 people that will hear you if you mess up. That doesn't scare me at all.
Central Aircraft 8 is Alpha.
Oh, you have no mic. How convenient. Judging my call-in using text. All right. I know. I see how it is, Josh. No, that's fine. All right. Someone just called them. I didn't even hear what he said. Wait, did they say they're closing? He said something, but I didn't hear what he said because I was too busy talking crap. Uh-oh. Text is distract. Yeah, text sounds very distracting. Doing the VATSIM thing. I think I'm about to. I think I'm committed at this point. What did they say? Did he say information alpha is current maybe? Because I didn't hear what he said, but he's still online, so I think we're good.
Go with 456, push start.
Skywest 4056, push and start at pilot's discretion.
He didn't even say mail and ground. Wait, I don't say ground though. I say mail and clearance? Wait, what do I call him? Oh, this is always the most confusing part about VATSIM. So technically I should be calling like Seattle clearance or Eugene clearance. But there's no clearance on, so it's just mail and ground. So do I actually say mail and ground picking up IFR? They're saying Eugene. That's weird because the ATIS says mail-in. It says mail-in suite. You call him by his title. You mean like sir? Is he a duke? Or do you mean like doctor? Or mister? Yeah, I call him Eugene Ground, I guess. Is there somebody in a jet? Somebody else do it first. I'm too scared. Somebody else say it. Is it mail and ground or Eugene Ground? Somebody talk to ground. Come on.
Aircraft calling Eugene Ground. You're coming up broken.
Eugene Ground. He did say Eugene Ground. Sir, dude, Mr. Ground. Yep. Oh, that's you, Seth. He's covering clearance, but if he lists as ground, you call him ground. Yeah, that's the weirdest thing ever. That always throws me off. Like calling center or something for a tower call.
X-ray Alpha Alpha Mike X-ray Eugene Ground.
X-ray Alpha Alpha Mike X-ray with information Alpha at Atlantic Aviation ready to taxi for straight out departure.
Sounds like we got a VFR departure.
X-ray Alpha Alpha Mike X-ray. Just confirm your VFR departure straight out.
VFR departure for X-ray Alpha Alpha Mike X-ray.
X-ray Alpha Alpha Mike X-ray Roger. Runway 34 left, taxi via Alpha.
Runway 34, taxi via Alpha for X-ray Alpha Alpha Mike X-ray. Thank you.
Okay, I think we're finally ready to pick up our clearance here. I'm gonna type it. This is new to me. Gonna mess things up. Somebody's like keeps keying their mic. VFR up, then IFR. Pick up IFR up. Yeah, pop up IFR. This is the Kipper request push and start. Do the mic. I'm so scared. I've done this before, but it's been a long time, you know? No typing. Eugene Ground Vision Jet 23 Kilo 1 Papa looking to pick up my IFR to Seattle.
Vision Jet 23 Kilo 1 Papa Eugene Ground on request number 1.
On request number 1. Yeah, IFR all the time.
And Eugene Ground, Schedule 6, we're IFR Seattle as well. We'll be number 2. We're waiting for you.
Schedule 6, yep, number 2.
Is that Josh secretly? Wait, but my IFR is on... Okay. Normally they don't say you're number 1 or 2, right? Normally I just get them reading it back right away. Start and taxi. So proud of you. All right, strobe lights, parking brakes on. External power is connected. Thrust is now idle. Engine knob to run. Check fuel pump. He's going to give it to me as soon as I'm running through this, isn't he? Oh, they do if there are a ton of people. Oh, I see. But I'm number 1. But maybe he was expecting another one coming in. Anyway, I have most of it written down already. Seattle, I know departure 11906 and our squawk. It's weird saying Vision Jet as well.
Vision Jet, Kilo 1 Papa, I have your clearance advised, ready to copy.
Ready to copy. Kilo 1 Papa.
Kilo 1 Papa, you're cleared to Seattle Tacoma International Airport. Eugene 1 departure, radar vectors Corvallis. UR then is filed. Maintain 9,000, departures on 135.45, squawk 4751.
All right, cleared to Seattle, Eugene 1 departure. Radar vectors to Corvallis VOR, then as filed, maintain 9,000, and then 119.45 and squawk 4751, Kilo 1 Papa.
Kilo 1 Papa, departure 135.45.
13545, Kilo 1 Papa.
Kilo 1 Papa, read back correct. Expect runway 34 left for departure.
All right, so 4751.
X-ray Alpha, Alpha Mike, X-ray contact. Eugene
Now let's get our
Tower,
transponder code in here. Altitude reporting mode on. 4751. And transponder is on. We're going to climb and maintain 9,000. UG1 departure, vector to Corvallis VOR. So that is the Eugene 1 departure that we looked up. And it wasn't in our flight plan originally. So let's go home. Procedures, departures, Eugene 1, and no transition.
Eugene Ground, good evening. This is
Expect 34 left.
Sitting off of runway 34 left at Alpha 5.
All right, we're going to load that. Then there's a manual sequence, and then he says to Corvallis VOR, so that's our next waypoint. But we do end up on a heading of 344. All right, so I'm going to go back over here and set our departure in Navigraph. Eugene 1, add it to the route so we can get that down here.
Radio 6, I have your clearance advised, ready to copy.
Okay, we're ready to copy. Schedule 6.
Schedule 6, clear to the Seattle Tacoma International Airport.
And why isn't it
Eugene
adding
1
it?
departure, radar vectors portal, and it's filed. Maintain 9,000. Departures on 135.45. Squawk 5124.
So I added it, but the chart is not down here.
All right, cleared Seattle via Eugene 1, portal transition. 5124 in the box.
Anyway, let's just double check
one more
here.
time on the
Eugene
departure
1,
frequency.
34 left, climb to heading 344 is there, 780 feet, and then up to 9,000 our top altitude. Expect 34
All right,
left.
13545 5124 in the squawk.
All right, let's get this thing started up.
Sky Blue 6.
Engine knob to run.
Go.
There's the fuel pump enunciated, that's on. Verify engine start.
SkyWest 4056, runway 34 left, taxi via Echo and Alpha.
Let's go ahead and get our
SkyWest 40.
delicious Bose headphones on. Now we can really hear the ATC.
And Eugene ground, Sky Blue 6.
All right, green. This never has failures, so we're fine.
Back. We'll go tail left. We're going to follow company traffic out. He's going straight back.
All right, engine information systems. It is 18 degrees outside, so none needed right now for our IPS. ECS control panel set. We're going to enable that.
5124 should have it.
Auto, put the temperature in the middle. Set.
That's fine. I just wanted to hear it from you.
Disconnect external GPU. Done. Put the tablet away. And make sure the GPU is actually gone. Looks like it's gone. All right, probe heat is off. We'll turn that on once we get there. And we can go to bleed air because the battery's been on more than 2 minutes. Oxygen master is on. Avionics and nits, we're not going to do them because they don't seem to ever do anything and we're super light. But I will go to speed bugs and set those on the PFD. All right, speed bugs are all on. All right, 3-4 left. Climb heading 344. So that'll be, we're just going to set 344 on our selected heading bug here. 9,000 is set for our altitude. Caps pin is not simulated. Passengers, smoke them if you got them. Bleed air is switched to bleed. That's good. All right, before taxi, comm and nav GPS is set. I did put all the frequencies in down there already. Okay, let's just make sure. So we have tower, and then we'll need to switch to departure after that. Oh, okay, so it's 13545. So we don't need Eugene approach. We're just going to Seattle Center on departure 13545. All right, so right now we're on 1217. We need to switch to tower, which is 1189 when we're ready, and then we'll put in Seattle Center for our third frequency once we're switching over to tower. All right, ATIS clearance, we just got that. Altimeter is checked. We have information alpha. Transponder is set and on. Heading and initial altitude are both set. Flight controls are always free and correct. Flaps to 50% and trim to 6 degrees up. All right, there's 6 degrees and flap 50% indicated. Electric roll trim is neutral. We're not going to use toga. Instead, we're going to use heading, flight level change, and this is set by the FMS when we hit auto throttle. Let me make sure auto throttle button is active. I'm going to check that in my control options. Arm auto throttle. Okay, is set for that button. All right, so auto throttle will take care of that. It climbs at 165 and then it'll obey the speed limits for us. Seats are always good. Parking brake release and check the brakes when we're ready to taxi. All right, departure briefing is, I'm not going to do that yet. And then landing lights, probe heat switch will be on. And then flaps 50%. Okay, we're all good there. All right, so I'm on ground, so we just go ahead and say we're ready for our departure. And then let me bring up the flight plan. Bring up the flight plan over here, I guess. Actually, flight plan feels better here and nav comm way over here. All right, so yeah, it's set for runway 34 left. We're gonna fly on 344 heading and then the manual sequence, and then he's gonna give us direct Corvallis when it's time. We're topping off at 8,000. All right, I think everything's good. All right, looks like we're ready for taxi. I'm gonna bring up the taxiway diagram. And we're going for 34 left, which is over here. So we're expecting taxi via maybe Echo Alpha or Golf Alpha. I don't know what this one is in front of us. I don't think it might be Mike. But yeah, we're going for 34 left is what he said to expect.
Hey, Eugene Ground, Sky Blue 6 for ready taxi. We'll follow company traffic.
Sky Blue 6, Roger, 34 left, Echo and Alpha.
Echo Alpha following company traffic, Sky Blue 6.
Eugene Ground, Vision Jet 23 Kilo 1 Papa ready to taxi with Alpha. We have Alpha.
Vision Jet 23 Kilo 1 Papa, Eugene Ground. Change of plans, runway 34 right, taxi via Mike and Bravo.
34 right, taxi via Mike, Bravo, Kilo 1 Papa. All right, changing it up on us. Let's go ahead and go up here. Just want to make sure that the procedure is correct for the departure on the correct runway. So I'm going to go up here and choose Eugene 134 right and load that. Our heading is still 344. Just making sure that's good. All right, we got taxi permission there, so we're going to turn landing light on because that's all we got. And the rest of this is good.
Ground welcome. Taxi to the ramp via...
All right, we're taxiing via Mike and then Bravo. Mike is right up here, and then the second turn over there is Bravo. So keep that guy up, and let's go. Actually need to look around, make sure we're not going to hit anybody here. Except for people with names over their heads. We can definitely hit them.
5 Golf on your way, hold short of taxiway Mike on Kilo.
All right, on our way here, we're now...
On Kilo, hold short of Mike.
We're just on whatever this is called, and then we're going to take a right onto Mike up here. Autopilot is set. Heading is the same, 344, climbing to 9,000 feet. All right, yeah, this is Mike, I guess, that we're on right now. Cruising at 19 knots. All right, this very first right here is Mike. Mike to the right, taxiway sign checks out. We look good. Plane right in front of us here, that's a Skyhawk that we just heard.
Niner 5 Golf, you can continue taxi.
All right, we're on Mike.
Continue taxi, Golf 495 Golf.
All right, pitot heat's still off, and we're doing the Eugene 1 departure, runway 34 right. All right, so we're still on Mike. Bravo is at the very end of this. We'll hit a T intersection and turn right, and then we continue to the south for 35 right. All right, here comes Bravo. The taxiway sign is correct. Bravo to the right. My call sign, I'm using November 2-3, like the 2023, Kilo 1 Papa. All right, we turned right on Bravo, going down for...
Ground, Sky Blue 1077.
3-4 right down here.
We blocked Sky Blue 10 or 6, so we're ready to taxi.
Sky Blue 1077, runway 34
left. This guy's cracking the controller up.
Okay, 34 left, the Echo and Alpha, Sky Blue 1077.
He made the Skyhawk hold because he wasn't sure if you were going to be through the wrong time. I know, I saw that. It's like, I know that guy. All he knows how to do is push buttons on a G1000. We can't trust him. our takeoff roll in this thing anyway? I always forget our takeoff distance. Is it like 3,200 feet or something like that? All right, we're passing Bravo 3 and Bravo. Or we're still on Bravo, passing Bravo 3. Is that Romeo to our right? Looks like Romeo to the right.
Vision Jet Kilo 1 Papa, contact Seattle Center 135.45 today.
Center on 13545, Kilo 1 Papa, thanks. All right, looks like the tower controller went offline. One 13545 transfer.
Maintain 3,000 until.
So Seattle's, yeah, I just made mine up. I don't know if there are any rules actually. As far as VATSIM goes, it's probably just like no vulgarity or can't put 420 in your name or something like that.
Skywest 4056, clear direct to shoots VOR.
All right, yeah, so we have ground. Oh, Seattle ground went off too, so we're just on with Seattle Center now. Damn, that guy's gonna have to take over all the ground traffic here. That's pretty crazy. Rip your call sign. All right, landing lights are on. We're already set for takeoff. Here's 3-4 right. All right, parking brake is on. All this is already set. There's pitot heat switch on. Cast messages check. It's not warm enough for anti-ice. Trim is set, 6 degrees. 50% on flaps. We're good. And our multifunction windows are configured. Okay, let me contact Seattle Center. We haven't really talked to him yet. Oh, sweet. Thanks for the cheat sheet. Seattle Center, Vision Jet 23 Kilo 1 Papas holding short runway 34 right at Eugene, mail-in sweet field for the Eugene 1 departure.
Or 23 Kilo 1 Papa, Seattle Center, fly runway heading runway 34 right, clear for takeoff.
All right, runway heading 34 right, clear for takeoff, Kilo 1 Papa.
United 477, winds 070.
All right, runway heading.
Runway 10 left, clear to land.
Cleared for takeoff. Thanks for the cheat sheet, Josh. I swear I didn't use it, but I really like it. Oh, I see Eugene up there in front of me. All right, getting some frames per second here for sure.
Mike X-ray Seattle Center.
That guy's call sign is difficult. All right, 345 heading mode is on. Flight level change mode is on. All right, takeoff thrust is set.
X-ray Alpha Mike.
Do you need VATSIM to be on the server? No, I'm using VATSIM. I'm using VATSIM and multiplayer at the same time. All right, waiting for 90 knots here to rotate. There's 70. 80 knots. 90, rotate. A lot of wind, it feels like. All right, we're just supposed to fly runway heading. I have that in, 344. Gears coming up. Need 115 knots, flaps coming up. All right, 180 AGL. I'm gonna trim and climb up to 400 feet, put on the autopilot.
Alaska 1230.
All right, autopilot's on and auto throttle's on. Climb mode is enunciated. Flaps are up. All right, we're good there. I'm gonna go ahead and go to our departure diagram.
Blue 1077 is up and ready to go. Runway 34 left.
Sky Blue 1077, Seattle Center.
We're expecting Corvallis.
In Eugene Tower, Sky Blue 6, behind company traffic, waiting 34 left.
Sky Blue 6.
I'm gonna bring this up and get ready for direct 2.
Okay, Sky Blue 1077, company frequency killed me, so...
2,400 climbing 9,000, Kilo 1 Papa.
Kilo 1 Papa, climb maintain flight level 280, clear direct Corvallis VR.
Flight level 280, direct to Corvallis, VOR, Kilo 1 Papa. All right, direct to Corvallis, go down here, activate direct 2, that's on. Switch over to nav mode. And we change our selected altitude here all the way up to flight level 280, which is what we filed.
34 right, taxi via Bravo.
All right, 280. And I need to pull... Oh, no, I don't need to pull back on my throttle because we're on auto throttle. We're climbing like the slow Vision Jet we are up to flight level 280. Let's see if we even...
Alpha Mike X-ray, turn on course.
See if we get it up here. T-Drinker is correct. He did get the first message pre-stream, like a maniac. All right, flight level 280. Let's look at the rest of our checklist here. Landing gear was already up. We did all of this. We can just go to the next checklist. Thrust lever, MCT. It's actually an auto throttle. Cabin pressure monitoring. It's all automatic. It's climbing.
At Seattle, request
Ice protection as required. We just hit 10 degrees outside air temperature, so we'll go engine anti-ice on. And we're waiting for altimeter to be standard once we get up to flight level 180. We're good. This is the easy part. Yeah, 100%. The hard part is the approach.
Sky Blue Radio 1077, turn right heading 040, runway 34 left, clear for takeoff.
Heading 040 on departure, close to takeoff. Sky Blue 1077.
See you guys down there. Pry fly's catching up to me, it looks like. All right, go ahead and turn off all these bugs, and I'll just turn on our landing bugs now so I don't forget later. And put it on the minimum screen. And it looks like we're on with Seattle Center the whole time.
United 477, welcome to Port.
Fun part's the landing.
Kilo, Alpha 6 Kilo, or Alpha 5 Kilo.
I was parking via Alpha 5.
You know, it's not too bad just using Notepad here to take the notes. I think for me it's actually easier.
Lake City Center is closed, radar services terminated, frequency change approved.
Oh, that guy's leaving his airspace.
Horizon 2528, have a great night. See you.
See ya! What's Unicom again? 1228? VATSIM Unicom. 1228.
1077 radar contacts the altitude.
Alright, we're passing 8,000 feet.
2,700 for 9,000.
49,000?
Sky Blue 1077, climb maintain flight level 280.
280, Sky Blue 1077.
Clearance is the scariest. Actually, clearance is... Yeah, clearance. I guess clearance and approach for me are the scariest. The scariest part about approach is that final part if you're switching from approach to tower. If there happens to be a tower frequency, it's scary because you're generally getting vectored onto the final approach course, cleared for the approach, and given a tower frequency and potentially a speed restriction and potentially an altitude.
Sky Blue 6.
That to me is always the scariest part because they're like, turn right heading 485, intercept the localizer, cleared ILS 25, switch to so-and-so tower 122.8, and you're like, oh shit.
Sky Blue 1077.
But yeah, I think clearance is the most intimidating, but once you've done it, I feel like you know what to expect. Well, I guess the same goes for every phase of ATC. All right, we're almost at 10,000. We're going to leave our landing lights on though. Per Tim Morgan, the real-world Vision Jet pilot, says they always leave it on, so I'm leaving it. Do I know of a good program that has random ATC chatter? Yeah, there is one called FS ATC Chatter. I've used it before, and it's better than nothing, I would say. It's not bad. It has an archive of real-world ATC things, but it's not going to be like completely specific to your exact airport all the time, but it's good enough to just have something on in the background.
Sky Blue 6.
But you could also just open up liveatc.net, which is free to use, and just tune in to any ATC you're interested in and just have that on the background without having to pay for it. I think it'll be the same effect, really. Because it's not going to, like, those ATC chatter programs are not going to be so, they're not going to be so accurate that they're giving, like, taxiway and runway and, like, takeoff clearance, takeoff instructions and stuff specific to the airport you happen to be at. It's very general. So, yeah, if you just open live ATC. think you could save some money and it'll be just as good.
Down to flight level 180, 6 on Charlie Sierra.
All right, we're still climbing here, 1,600 feet per minute. We're going to Corvallis VOR. Then next is UBG, which is the Newburgh VOR, and that starts our our approach procedure if they give us Olympia 2.
Delta 142 heavy radar contacts.
I mean, which they did. I mean, I guess we already have the arrival, right? So yeah.
Delta 142 heavy.
Best captain on YouTube.
Clear direct out.
I'm barely a lawn chair captain, honestly. I got a ways to go, guys. I got a ways to go. It's like this guy Hunter's gonna intercept me. And what I should do is change it to nighttime, so we can check out some of these nighttime lights that I just paid for. Whoops, we do not need the camp out tool.
Delta 468, ready for taxi.
Delta 468, runway 34 right, taxi via Bravo.
This is how you get there. It's true.
34 right via Bravo.
It is
Delta
true. All right, 165 knots, still on auto throttle, climbing. 14,000, flight level 280.
They're coming in from the east, we're flight level 280.
Delta 1106, Seattle Center ident.
All right, let's switch it over to just a little bit ahead of this so we can catch a cool sunset. There we go. And then I'll turn it to real time probably by the time we get there, because I want to see these new runway lights that I just paid for a few bucks for. Let's see what we got here. En route, 49 minutes is estimated, 174 miles to go.
Delta 1106, Seattle Center radar contact 42 miles south of the Kimberly VOR. Flight level 280, welcome.
All right, we're going Newburgh VOR right now, so I'm going to go ahead and bring up the Olympia arrival, which starts right here at the Newburgh VOR.
Sky Blue 6, clear track.
Our first restriction is going to be 1-2000 here for prop and turboprop. Cross at and maintain 1-2000 at Lacey. Let's go down and make sure that's in our flight plan here. Newburgh, we have a 1-7000 at Olympia.
Last craft calling, say again.
Oh, that is Olympia. Okay, Lacey's right after it. So it says 1-2000, so I'm going to change this Olympia to 1-2000.
Sierra 2 at the hangars for a VFR flight.
So the 1-7000 is for turbojets, which is not us. So we're going to do 1-2000 there. Cross at and maintain, so I need to change this to an at instead of an above. There we go.
Blue 6, I forgot to tell you, climb maintain flight level 330.
All right, so then after Olympia, we have a 250 knot. This is turbojet restriction, so that's not us. We're just listening to them for the approach after that. So that's our only restriction on this arrival.
Blue 1077, say current airspeed.
Which airport? I took off from Eugene, KEUG. Echo Uniform
Sky
Golf.
Blue 1077, currently 230 in the climb.
Roger.
I'll paste the route in again. This is what we're doing.
Sky Blue 1077, clear direct battleground viewer.
Okay, go on direct battleground, Sky Blue 1077.
I love that guy's accent. Direct battleground. You know, the one thing I just thought of was I could go grab a beer now that I'm in cruise.
Sky Blue Radio 6.
But I don't have a wireless headset, so technically, and I don't really want to step away and call to step away. We're changing over. It's trying to change over to Mach. Oh, there we go.
Sierra Kilo 1 Papa, clear direct Olympia VOR.
Direct Olympia, Kilo 1 Papa. All right, we're direct Olympia, so I'm going to hit that. Direct to activate. And that is turning us left. Direct Olympia VOR.
Delta 468, ready for departure.
No drinking while
Delta
flying.
468, fly runway heading runway 34 right, clear for takeoff.
All right, we made our left turn, getting on a course direct Olympia, so
Runway heading 34 right, clear for takeoff.
we'll shave off, I guess we'll shave off a little bit of time.
TBM 1 Charlie Sierra, we're out of flight level.
I don't know, it's just off from the Newburgh VOR just a little bit. Top of descent is listed up here already. Let's go ahead and fill in our VNAV info to make sure that it's right. VNAV's enabled. Our cruise is limited at 250. Mach 0.52 is our max operating speed. Then we have altitude speed limit, 250 knots under 10,000 feet. And then terminal area, 200 knots within 10 miles of Seattle. And then here's our descent schedule, 250 knots, Mach 0.5, a 3-degree flight path angle. So that's all set good. And so it doesn't have this calculated yet, but I think it will when we're like 10 minutes out or something like that. All right, let's go back to the flight plan. And we have that restriction 12,000 at Olympia VOR. So once we get there. All right, and we're in standard now. Whoops. All right, standard baro is set. We can complete that checklist.
Center Sky Blue 6 out of CTD.
Roger.
Ice protection, we just have engine ice protection on. Not really
Watching
climbing through any
the screen
clouds.
right now. He's got some issues with 2020.
Issues with 2020. Does he mean his eyes? Issues with 2020.
Delta 1106, expect the RNAV Zulu runway 34 left approach from Vitus. When able, clear direct Vitus.
Looks like the RNAV Zulu 34 left, when able direct Vitus.
All right, so we set the arrival, but we don't know our approach yet.
34 left, starting at Vitus, when able direct Vitus.
Let's check that RNAV Zulu he just gave this guy.
Delta 468, radar contact, the altitude.
Passing 3,000 feet for 7,000 Delta 468.
RNAV Zulu 16.
468, climb and maintain 1.
They are still landing south. Let's check the D8 for Seattle right now.
Maintain 16,000, clear direct Payne VOR, Delta 468.
Oh, it says 16 right not used.
TDM 1 Charlie Sierra, we've got the weather and the notice for Trinity Center.
All right,
TDM
let's go ahead and click
Charlie Sierra,
here.
Roger, airspace to the south, Oakland.
All right,
closed.
ATIS.
Radar services terminated, frequency change approved.
All right, over to Unicom for 1 Charlie Sierra. Thanks for your help tonight. See ya.
See ya.
All right, so information echo 23 at 7 knots, 240 at 7 knots, 10 nautical miles of visibility, few clouds at 25,000, 1409 for the temp and dew point, altimeter 299 or 6. It says ILS 34 left, 34 right approaches are in use. Okay.
Delta 1106, descend and maintain 200.
So I was checking that on Navigraph and didn't show you guys.
200
Where's the puppy? The puppy went out for a night on the town, actually. My girlfriend left to take him to a local bar. Her and one of her best friends went out to go do that. Go wine and then wine and puppy time. But the puppy does have a new, brand new cow sweater outfit thing with like a hood and everything. She looks very, very cute. I'll try to get a picture of that and put it on Discord. I'll do that like later tonight when she gets back. All right, so we're at 24,000, or flight level 240, climbing 280, flight level 280. I gotta get used to saying flight level. I'm not used to saying flight level.
Foxtrot 80, requesting clearance to enter Florence runway 33 and take off for a VFR flight to Eugene.
What airport are you at?
Florence, Kilo 6 Sierra 2. Foxtrot 80.
That airport is uncontrolled, so you can take off at your discretion.
Oh, I did not know that. I'm sorry. I thought it was controlled on my map. Thanks so much. Foxtrot 80.
That's what I did last time. What that guy did is I was taking off from an uncontrolled airport and pretending like it was controlled. And I was trying to get IFR on the ground. Someday I'll say the phrase Vision Jet Kilo 1 Papa on the ground. And then go, haha, Kilo 1 Papa on the ground. I did it. Objective complete. Now I can retire. Yeah, when you call for I think when you call for IFR when you're on the ground, you say that on the ground at blah, looking to pick up IFR clearance to so and so they know that you're not in the air for an uncontrolled, but you're at an uncontrolled airport on the ground. Oh, you're playing Animal Crossing? People still play that? I'm impressed. When the pandemic started, like other nerds, I started playing that, and I picked up an extra Nintendo Switch for my girlfriend who hates video games, basically, and tried to play that with her. We played like 2 nights, and then we're like, this seems really repetitive and boring, and then we never touched it again. Has it been updated a ton since then? Like, are there tons of features now? I remember you could like spend all this time earning a chess set and decorating your place with a chess set, but it just sat there. You couldn't like play chess with your friends. Like there was actually no interaction between people at all. So I was like, oh, you haven't played it in 3 years. Okay, I'm gonna need a list of updates that it's gotten. Took it out on the road, nice. Dude, Switch is so good for on the go. I'm not really a Nintendo person, so I do have a Steam Deck, and the rare time I leave the house or like go on a train trip somewhere up the coast or something from LA, I bring the Steam Deck and a couple beers, and it's amazing. I love that thing. All right, we're at 27,000. We're not even at 28,000 yet. Flight level 280 yet. We're almost there. And for approaches, we need to expect the ILS for 34 left or 34 right. So let's go ahead and look at Seattle approaches. ILS 34 left and right. So we should familiarize ourselves with the initial approach fixes in case they assign one of those to us and don't vector us. So it looks like we have the sounder. I assume that's sounder or SONDR right there. I think that's the only one for this. Yeah, because there's no procedure turn or reversal, so the only one available here is SONDR, but I assume it's sounder like the Seattle Sounders. So that's the IAF we have here.
468 cross egret at maintain 12,000 to Vancouver altimeter 29998.
So we do ILS 34 left, we have sounder.
Delta 468 cross egret at maintain 12,000.
Oh, it's happening. Superjet 9000.
Vancouver altimeter.
I want to say 9,000. I know it's 0009, but 9,000 is funnier for some reason. Power level, you know. All right, so that was
142.
That was 34 left. Let's go look at 34 right.
133.7, fellow.
ILS 34 right has Jipox. I wrote Kipox in my notes. Jipox is 34 right. Actually, that's not the initial approach fix, is it? Oh no, it's SONDR again. Jipox. Okay, it's the same. So it's the same initial approach fix, but wait, this is 34 right. Yeah, same initial approach fix, but then, you know, it's going to be a different frequency for ILS. So this one's 1103. 1103 for that localizer, and then 34 center. 34 left is 11075.
Sky was 4056, leaving my airspace to the east. Salt Lake City Center is closed. Radar services terminated. Frequency change approved.
Good.
Did they just say got it? Got it.
X-ray Alpha Alpha Mike X-ray, 22 miles from Eugene Airport, request full stop with Juliet.
All right, 28,000. Thrust lever is as required. Ice protections.
Alpha Mike X-ray, enter the right.
As required. Engine information, monitor. Landing elevation, 360. All right, cruise checklist is complete. And we'll get ready for a VNAV descent in a bit. It says 9 minutes top of descent, so we should hear from them in the next 5 minutes or so. Oh no, this song's not going to do it. Nope, next. The Puget Sound. Oh yeah, I know Puget Sound. That's one thing I know how to say. And I know that it's Pike Place Market and not Pike's Place Market. I also know that. Very important. Is this Despacito 2? It's playing right now. I guess we can pop back here for a minute. You know what I need? I need a beer fridge that holds a single beer. And it just sits on my desk and holds one beer only. That would be fantastic. This is sick.
Sky Blue Radio 1077, descend via the Hawk 7 arrival. Seattle's landing north, Seattle altimeter 29906.
Okay, say again the altimeter, Sky Blue 1077.
Sky Blue 1077, Seattle altimeter 29906.
29906, got it.
Latest Echo. Whoa.
Cirrus Kilo 1 Papa, descend via the Olympia 2 arrival, landing north, Seattle altimeter 29906.
All right, descend via the Olympia 2 arrival, landing north, 29906, Kilo 1 Papa. All right, descend via the Olympia 2. All right, cool. We can start our descent whenever then. It says top of descent 7 minutes.
06, descend and maintain 13,000, the Eugene altimeter.
Let's see, our current target, 1,600 feet per minute. I think that's actually supposed to be required, isn't it? Verse target, verse required. All right, anyway, we can just start our descent now if we want to. I don't think I've used the VNav Direct 2 in this, so let me try that out. Maybe it's under the VNav menu. Is there a VNav Direct 2? Well, we're already on the arrival. Edit arrival. Olympia. Can I hit the altitude and hit VNav Direct 2? Yep, there it is. Okay, it's under altitude. VNav Direct 2. So I just hit that. Then I will go and hit VNav on our autopilot. Should have done VNav on the autopilot first, maybe. All right, and our top of descent should be in just a second here. It says that it started it. Okay, now we're starting it. Yes, yes. Nope, it's below us still. We have V altitude on. All right, let me try VNav Direct again. VNav Direct. So it's recalculated, it's above us. Now we should capture it. Toggle VNav again. Do it. It's not doing it. Oh, I didn't change my selected altitude. I am brilliant. All right, third time's the charm. Oh man, what have I done?
Delta 46.
VNav Direct. All right, V path. There we go. Altitude selector. What's up, Dad? Do it. Friend of mine, whenever I say do it, he does like the perfect Emperor Palpatine. Do it. He just says it every time. Just cracks me up. All right, down to 12,000 then. Let's get a nice, chill 1,000 feet per minute descent here. Our passengers love us. All right, 12,000.
Kilo 1 Pop, I'm going to change it up on you. Cross the Olympia VOR at 10,000. All
right, cross Olympia VOR at 10,000, Kilo 1 Papa. All right, 10,000 instead of 12,000. We got a runway change on departure, and we got an altitude restriction change here. All right, that's 1,000. Hey, better get that fixed quickly. There we go, so we don't dive bomb. Whoa, whoops. Oh no, I learned that from your videos. Shh, come on, man. All right, we dove real fast there for a second. I definitely should have put an extra 0 there when I did that. All right, cross Olympia at 10,000 feet. We're just waiting for the VNav profile to catch up now. Our vertical deviation it's much higher, so we'll wait for that to come down since I just jumped down like 5,000 feet in a split second. Endgame, I see you. Are we gonna see how these runway lights look? Are you in a citation? Oh no, you're in a Vision Jet as well.
Delta 2193, flight level 360.
Delta 2193, Seattle Center, Squawk Cadet.
Squawk Cadet, Delta 2193.
Take a couple of screenshots for future thumbnails.
Delta 1106, descend and maintain 7,500.
Oh no, 7,500, 1106.
See Pry fly out there too. I learned that from your videos. Okay, I knew that was going to happen. Gruesome Car, if you're in the chat, thanks for the sub. Appreciate it. Gruesome Car.
Delta 2193, radar contact 35 miles.
All right, we're still waiting here to catch up to our profile. Top of descent in 2 minutes. I guess I could just redo it just to make sure. Just redo it instead of waiting for it. So we'll keep descending here so ATC is not confused why we started and then stopped. All right, now we're going about 1,300 feet per minute. All right, on the descent, we still have engine anti-ice on. Looks pretty clear out there to me. And I believe I have... Let me make sure I have radar turned on over here on the MFD. Weather, there we go. Connect settings, radar is on. Okay, cool. So no major precip in front of us, it looks like. So we got Olympia VOR, then Lacey. And we're expecting them to give us an ILS for 34 left or 34 right. And I've already got the frequencies written down for those. And we already have information to echo through D-ATIS over here on the Navigraph. So right here, I just grabbed it, and it looks like it's still information to echo.
Delta 2193, clear track, Payne, VOR, Papa Alpha Echo.
And he said we're going to be landing north, so that means that we're going to expect 34 left or right. Those are what the ATIS says is in use. Maybe he'll give us a visual. See how it goes. And we got our map up here by accident. Get the checklist back up. So descent thrust is as required. It's on auto throttle. Landing field elevation we already checked. Ice protection is good. Transition to the local setting. Let me set that in the pre-selector. 29906.
1106, descend and maintain 7,000.
2996 right there. That's good. Seats and seatbelts are secure. All right, approach briefing we don't have yet. 2996 is correct, yeah. And that matches the ATIS that they're running as well.
Alpha Mike X-ray, runway 34 right, cleared to land.
And that guy must be pretty far away. You hear all the radio frequency, like the VHF distortion.
Leaving the airspace to the south. Oakland Center's closed. Radar services terminated. 60 change.
Endgame's at 22,000 feet, right below us there. On his descent. Josh, are you doing the Olympia or are you doing the Hawk 7? You're probably on the Olympia as well, right? You're in a Vision Jet. Did you file the same route as me?
13 miles from Vitus, cross Vitus, at or above 6,600. Cleared RNAV Zulu runway 34 left approach.
Olympia 1 for you too. Awesome. That's cool. It's probably these two guys flying the exact same route right next to each other. All right, our next waypoint is Olympia VOR, 46 nautical miles to go. And we're going to cross it at 10,000 feet. Yeah, Josh took off with me on VATSIM as well. We cannot hear his likely beautiful voice because he says he's text only. Classic excuse, I don't have a microphone. We're talking about somebody in the chat said they're 12 years old earlier. That's like a 12-year-old excuse. I don't have a mic. So, but nonetheless, we're just going to assume that he has an absolutely beautiful radio voice with a lot of bass in it. Very smooth, bassy voice. is what we're going to assume. All right, we are at 21,300. Standard baro still set. 18,000. We'll set it to local. I should do the thing where I switch to vertical speed mode before we change the altimeter, and then change the altimeter, and then go back to VPath and catch up to our profile. Nobody has that. They just have an expensive microphone. That's true. Pretty true. My good friend Mike totally has a radio voice. He was the guy who was in chat last week and pointed out that I was drinking a non-alcoholic beer when I didn't know I was. That guy has a deep voice. I do not at all. Mine's like right in the middle, I think. Maybe slightly on the higher end. I don't even know. I guess probably right in the middle. All right, I see endgame's at 19.
Sky Blue 1077, missed the call.
Your wife says you have a deep voice. Even if you don't, if she believes it, then it is true.
Like, I swear I told you to descend via and you answered.
Say again?
I thought I told you to descend via and I thought you answered.
Ooh.
Okay, so we're supposed to descend via the arrival?
Yeah, Sky Blue 1077, go ahead and fly heading 340, descend and maintain 6,000.
Let's bring up our arrival since we're almost at Olympia. This is not to scale. Wait, where am I on here? I feel like I should be on here already. Let's overlay it and see where I'm at. I am on it. What the heck? Anyway, we're almost at Olympia. Olympia is 32 nautical miles away. Oh, there. Now we showed up. All right, coming up on Olympia. We're crossing at 10,000 at Olympia. Just making sure the VNAV is totally set here. We have 10,000 here at Olympia VOR on the FMS. We have 10,000 up here in the VNAV profile. And
November
it says
23 Kilo 1 Papa. Expect the... Actually, where are you parking at Seattle?
Ooh. 1 second. Kilo 1 Papa. Where are we parking? South ramp?
Sky Blue Radio 1077.
I don't know where I'm parking in Seattle. I guess we'd probably park at like cargo. There's control. North ramp. North satellite? No. Seattle Center, Kilo India Papa, or Kilo 1 Papa will park at like Cargo 4 east side near Golf and the tower, if possible. Kilo 1 Papa.
Kilo 1 Papa, Roger. Expect the ILS 34 right approach.
All right, expecting ILS 34 right, Kilo 1 Papa. All right, that's 34 right via Jitbox. Good question.
Kilo
I had no idea.
Papa, turn right heading 020, descend and maintain 6,000.
Right turn 020, descend and maintain 6,000, Kilo 1 Papa. All right, 020.
1077, descend and maintain 9,000.
9,000, Sky Blue 1077.
All right, there it is. I'm going to switch to vertical speed mode.
Alpha Mike X-ray, welcome to Eugene. Where are you parking?
And I'm going to take us down to 1,500 feet per minute. I'm switching our standard baro over, 2996. That's set. So we have echo, and we need to get set up for the approach. Procedure, approach, ILS.
Alpha Mike X-ray, go ahead, straight ahead.
At the 3-4 right. 3-4 right. And it's probably via Jitbox, but he's probably going to... Anyway, we're just loading it.
Seattle Center, good evening. Northwest 1284, spot 88 with Foxtrot, ready for taxi.
And we're on heading mode already, so I'm going to go ahead and activate the approach.
Ground's up, 21.7.
And we have 6,000 here, so I'm going to go I'm actually good. JIPOX is 7,000. It says we need 1650 to get down to it, so I'm going to descend faster here. All right, descending faster. Let's get our checklist going. And I need to get our information in for the approach here. ILS 34 right. I'm going to do JIPOX just so I have an IAF available. All right, so we're doing ILS 34 right.
FedEx 75.
118.0 is the ATIS. Localizer 110.3. Let's double check localizer frequency.
Roger, we're clear directing.
1103 is in nav 1 and nav 2.
For FedEx 75 Heavy.
All right, we're 020. We see Seattle right there. Landing lights are on and strobes are on.
Eugene winds calm.
Let's check our VNAV profile. 1,600 feet per minute.
Control line 34 left, 1106.
We're going to go down a little bit faster than that. We can go down at 2,500 feet per minute. So I'm going to go down just a little faster to make sure we get down there in time.
Papa, clear direct SONDR for the ILS 34 right approach.
Direct SONDR for the ILS. Kilo 1 Papa. All right, clear direct SONDR. Let's go do that. MFD.
November 30 Foxtrot at 0 requesting a VFR landing at 34 right.
Why it does this.
Eugene.
Flight plan, direct SONDR. So we did JIPOX. I don't see SONDR here, but I think it was in the list. So let's go back. Procedures, ILS instead of JIPOX, SONDR. Load and activate, okay. And then we're switching to nav mode.
Enter the midfield.
All right, there we go. Direct SONDR. And final approach fix altitude is 2,200, but he had us go down to 6.
Blue radio 1077. Turn.
All right, we need 1,500 feet per minute.
I'm
going to bring it up to 17.
Okay,
landing lights are on and our altimeter's already set.
Around heading 120.
All right, so we're direct SONDR back to the chart here. There's SONDR. There's the ILS. We have the frequency in 1103. Final approach fix altitude 2,200 feet at Buck. Before then, we have all these waypoints: JIPOX, WAGT, Neil, KLUs, and Buck. So if we get direct to any of those, we'll know what to do. Missed approach procedure is climb to 3,000 feet, and then we have 343 heading.
Here's Kilo 1 Papa, cross SONDR at 6,000, cleared ILS 34 right approach.
Cross SONDR at 6,000, cleared ILS 34 right approach, Kilo 1 Papa. All right, cross SONDR at 6,000. 6,000 is set, so we're already going down for that, and we're cleared for the approach, so after that we're good to go. So I'm going to go ahead and click this, VNAV direct, and that's switching over to VPath. So now VNAV has our altitudes for us. Let me go down and set at the final approach fix 100,
Northwest 1284,
100 knots.
Right, ready for
So let's do 110 knots.
Northwest 1284, Seattle Center, runway 34 right, clear for takeoff.
110 knots for our final approach fix, so it'll slow us down automatically with the auto throttle. So that's all set. 9,000 feet. All right, so approach briefing I think is complete. We got the ILS frequency in there already. And we're on the FMS for now. So we'll need to remember to switch over to green needles once we're lined up with the runway.
Sky Blue 1077.
Let's get the map zoomed in a bit more over here. So here comes SONDR. We are 15 nautical miles from SONDR, 6,000 feet restriction. 5,000 at Neil, 4,000 at Clues, and 2,200 at Buck. So I'm just going to set our selected altitude down to 2,200. All right, because we're cleared. He already cleared us for the approach, so we just follow all the approach instructions.
Sky Blue Radio 1077, maintain 210 knots.
And we have information echo, but I'm going to go and double check to make sure that's current.
Sky Blue Radio 1077, descend and maintain 6,000.
It is now info Foxtrot.
9 for 6, Sky Blue 1077.
Foxtrot is 29905.
Seattle Center Delta 2193, permission to step away for 2 minutes.
Approach, report back.
Windsor 020 at 8 knots. Kip has a good streamer's voice. His style is very much, I did it, so you can. Look at me now, guys. You watch my videos, but I don't, so you know better than I do. because I only knew it.
30 Foxtrot.
I only knew it in that moment,
traffic,
and not after that.
12 to 11 o'clock.
Kip, if you ever want to be on the radio, let me know. Happy to let you guest host a show on one of my stations. Oh my god, that sounds terrifying.
401 traffic in sight, straight ahead, 737 for
3 degrees.
480.
Ice protection is good. Lights are good. Flaps 50%. Airspeed 140. All right, our 200 knot restriction for the terminal area is only when we're within 10 miles of Seattle, so we're good there. But we have information Foxtrot.
Foxtrot 80, follow that traffic. Runway 34 left, number 2, clear to land.
Runway 34 left, number 2, clear to land. Foxtrot 80.
All right, we have ILS for 34 right up over here. All right, about to be at 7,000 feet.
77 turn, left heading 080.
So the runway lights, I'm going to clean up the sky so I can see everything.
Northwest 1284.
Runway lights are supposed to be more accurate or look more realistic with this mod I have, or this thing I got from the marketplace, so
Northwest 1284.
we will all be the judge of that.
310.
Climb maintain 310, Northwest 1284.
All right, we're about to turn on to final approach course. We can see the faded green needles here shown, so we have the localizer all good.
Delta 1106, welcome.
If I go down here to our radios, we got ISEA shown there for the identification, so we are on the correct ILS frequency, 110.3. All right, and we are crossing this waypoint at 6,000, but he cleared us for the ILS approach, so.
Sky Blue Radio 1077, clear to SONDR.
I'm going to sync our heading bug straight ahead and switch to
for the ILS 34 left
heading mode, and then I'm going to switch over to green needles. There we go. And once we cross SONDR, I'm going to switch back into nav mode, and that'll line us up. All right, there we go. We're on our next VNav, and I got localizer is set right there, so we're ready to intercept the green needles. It's automatically slowing us down because I set the speed in the FMS, and we got auto throttle on. All right, so the next thing we'll need to do is flap 50% once we're under 190 knots. Right there, 190, and then 150 is 100%. $170 knots. Gear and flaps one can go down at 190 knots.
Cirrus Kilo 1 Papa, maintain 190 knots.
190 knots, Kilo 1 Papa. All right, 190 knots. I'm just going to turn off auto throttle for now. Actually, I'm going to turn auto throttle on. I'm going to go down here and hit manual.
Kilo 1 Papa, once you get to Clues, maintain 170 knots till Buck.
170 knots between Clues and Bucks, Kilo 1 Papa. Going up to 19 knots. All right, 170 until Bucks. All right, 190, speed mode is set. We're increasing our throttle up to 190. He says once we pass Clues, we're down to 170. So we're at Clues in 1.8 nautical miles.
84, clear trick,
what I could do is go down here and put in
Direct zoom at Northwest 1284.
170 right here, and then change this back to FMS mode.
Foxtrot 80, welcome to Eugene. Exit right, hold short alpha.
Exit right, hold short alpha.
We're not at Clues for 0.5 nautical miles, but I could hit here. He said 170 until Bucks.
Blue Radio 1077, cross SONDR.
So at Bucks, I actually need 170.
For right approach.
Andre,
I'm just going to do it manually. It's easier.
For the approach, Sky Blue 10.
All right, we're at Clues, so I'm slowing to 170. God, auto throttle is amazing. All right, 170. All right, let's go ahead and sync the heading bug up here.
Cirrus Kilo 1 Papa, winds 0208, runway 34 right, clear to land.
3-4 right, clear to land. Cirrus Vision Jet, Kilo 1 Papa.
Cessna Foxtrot 80, welcome to Eugene.
All right, we're clear to land. That's sweet. So we can get off auto throttle. He said to maintain 170 until Bucks.
Where's that
So we're going to maintain that, but I'm going to go ahead and get our gear down.
Here. I've actually never flown here. It looks smack dab in the middle.
Actually, we're still 9 miles away from the threshold, so...
Foxtrot 80, taxi, your discretion.
Never mind, gear's going back up.
Taxi my discretion, Foxtrot 80. Thank you.
This is too soon. We're going to go ahead and leave that alone. All right, let's see our checklist. So flaps, yeah, all we have is flaps and airspeed, so that'll be soon. Gear, flaps is required. Cabin pressure, 0. It is down to negative 1.1 and descending still. 500 feet per minute. Seems a little late on the pressure, I don't know. All right, 1 mile till Bucks. Maintaining 170 until Bucks. I'm just going to turn off the autopilot. Or turn off the auto throttle. I'm not going to turn off the autopilot. What the hell? I'm going to turn off the auto throttle once we get to Bucks. All right, I just hit approach mode very late, but approach mode is on, and there's the green diamond ready to go. Now I'm going to go gear down before we get glide slope, or we just got glide slope. Gears down, flaps level 1. And we've passed Bucks, so I'm going to turn off auto throttle. Get us down in full flap range, which is under 140 knots. And we already got it clear to land, so we're good to go. So let's go ahead and bring up
Skyblue Radio 1077.
3,000 on our selected altitude for our go-around. That's set. And I'm going to bring up the
170 or greater.
Bring up the taxiway diagram here. Ideally, we go way over here to like Lima or Kilo before we exit. But I said we're going to park at cargo 4 next to the tower. But we'll just have a long taxi. It's fine. We're going to land and get off as soon as we can because there's other planes that are way bigger than us. 140 knots. Dog's freaking out. Good timing. 140 knots, slowing down to get our full flaps out. Wind is 10 knots, 9 knots from the right now, so that'll go down a little bit. It was reported 8 knots at the field. So we'll have a a crosswind from the right here. And as far as our minimums, we can go down to 200 AGL. Let me double check that. 572 on the minimums, which I did not set. 572. Set that down here. Very late on the minimums. All right, 132 knots. Bring it down to 110. What's up, Bella? Can we be friends in the game? Yeah, you can. Definitely. All right, full flaps. 2 miles till the threshold. Go around altitude is set. Let's sync the heading bug straight forward again. Auto throttle is already off. All right, I'll watch that power. That magenta line looks scary, going way down too low. All right, 860 feet, 300 feet to go for minimums. I'm going to be exiting to the right to cargo 4, which is like right past the tower, right on the north side of the tower is where we're going to park.
I am flying an older sim from 2006, and it's straight up missing one of the runways.
2006 sim, old school.
Oh, you're all right.
Yeah, you cleared me for left, right. I was like, there's only one.
All right, 640. We still have 300 feet, 250 feet. We can go here. The crosswind is crazy right now.
Well, I followed the 737.
All right, we have 7 knot headwind, 5 knots from the right.
Matters, right?
Yeah.
All right, I turned autopilot off. Not quite at minimums yet. We're at 520, but just want to make sure I can hand fly this 94 knots, adding a little bit of power.
Skyblue Radio 1077, wind 0208, runway 34 left, clear to land.
Clear to land, Skyblue 1077.
All right, looks like we're going to exit like right at Sierra. Aileron's a little bit right into the wind.
Cirrus Kilo 1 Papa, welcome to Seattle, exit right, ground point 7.
Over to ground point 7, thanks, Kilo 1 Papa. I missed the turn off, we're going to go up. All right, ground's 121.7. So I guess there's a ground is still on. Looking for November exit on the right here. Runway lights look good.
2193.
See these little the centerline lights look improved for sure.
Vancouver altimeter 2997.
Whoa, hard turn. Ooh.
Cross E-grid
There we go.
or maintain 12,000 Delta
All right,
2193.
flaps are coming up. Let's get over these hold short lines. All right, parking brake is on. Landing lights are already on. Flaps are up. Let's go over to ground on 12. What was that? 1217. All right, before landing checklist, we did all that and landed. Let's go around. We're good. We vacated at Mike, it looks like. Yeah. Seattle Ground Vision Jet 23 Kilo 1 Papa is vacated runway 34 right at Mike. Looking to go to parking at Cargo 4 near the tower.
Vision Kilo 1 Papa, Seattle Ground. Good evening. Taxi via Bravo Golf.
All right, taxi via Bravo Golf Kilo 1 Papa. All right, let's go. Man, our frames are dead here. Is that our boy right behind us? Man, the frame rate is crazy here. It's kind of a bad idea to have multiplayer and have multiplayer on and have VATSIM on. It just kind of wrecks your frames. All right, taxiing via Bravo and then Golf. Let's go ahead and use the pretty taxiway map diagram here by just zooming all the way in. Getting this off. There we go. We are on Bravo. Must be the GTN 750. I mean, my thoughts exactly. All right, so if we needed to do the go around there, all I would have had to do is climb runway heading to 3000 and at some point hit this suspend button right down here on the PFD. The runway lights do look pretty good. I feel like they're less intense than they are. Like these little green ones especially are really nice. Forget how much, I think that one was just a few bucks though. All right, we gotta look for that Golf turn off up here. You learned a little trick to help with frame rates. Turn off all other traffic. We are parallel to taxiway Alpha to our right here. I do hear a plane. Oh, is that just behind us? I feel like I hear a bigger plane. Oh, there's a jet over there. Do I have a Navigraph? Do I have a Navigraph actual ground map? Oh yeah, actually, where is G? Did I just pass G? Oh, I think G's right here. Yeah, let me check the actual diagram. I think you just saved me. Oh yeah, G's right here. Dude, what great timing. Thanks, Delta. Yeah, it's not showing up. You're right. You just saved me for going too far. Yep, it does not appear on that one. There's a big old jet taxiing over there. A big boy. That would be First Officer Delta, sir. Oh, sorry about that. Sorry, sir. Told you I was a lawn chair captain. Oh, nice. We'll just park next to this totally normal military jet that's parked here at the SeaTac cargo area. This is fine. Air cargo. Is this one of you guys? Oh man, having multiplayer on is a kind of a bad idea. Alright, we're set. Parking brake is on. Strobe, landing light, and pitot heat are off. Let's see, go around checklist. After landing, let's see. Oh, I did not turn the ice protection system off. That's my bad. Should have turned that off right after we vacated the runway. Same with probe heat. Kept it on for way too long. That has like a 5-minute limit too. Thrust idle. Engine IPS switch is off right here. Bleeds to fresh. Oxygen off. Lights off. Engine knob off. And then press the engine start stop button. N2 below 24%. It's at 25, 24. All right, below 24%. Good. Replace the caps pin. Can't do it, but that would be cool if we could. Gen 1 and 2 off. And bat 1 and 2 off. Parking brake on. And you can't read the rest of it. Feels bad. And look who we got right next to us. Our boy Josh made it. Safe and sound. He's already gone. Look, he already went to the bar. He turned that off real fast and got out of there. Smart man. The double G2s. Actually, do I have I had multiplayer off. All right, do I see any of you guys still here? I know Pry was with us for a bit. Looks like he's gone. I don't want to miss anybody if they're coming in for a landing. All right, looks good. I think that's all of us. Just me and Josh here. Unless this jet is Pry. It is. Pry's right next to us. Okay, it is. Oh, all right. Well, that was fun. Here's what my notepad looks like. Can I add my notepad? What is this going to randomly show if I hit window capture? Window capture. Oh, good. It picked my notepad. Here's my notepad from the flight. I did erase a lot of this information, but I was just taking all this on notepad. So here's my turn heading 020-6000. Like, I'm always worried they're going to give me like 10 instructions, so I write them down anyway. And then 170 knots until Bucks. And then 3-4 right. I even wrote clear for some reason, like clear to land, as if I was going to forget. And then this is just a taxi, Bravo and Golf. And then I had pasted in the ATIS up here from, pasted it in from Navigraph, which was great. Anyway, cool. I think I think that was good. Overall success. I don't think I did anything wrong. Nothing major wrong, at least. I'm trying to think, what could I have done better? I could have set all those speeds he gave me into the FMS. I could have done that. And then what else? Please add me in game. I will do that, no problem. When you're doing the text, you just copy and paste whatever they give you. No having to remember. Yeah, you just copy from the text box. Yeah, that's true. That is pretty nice. And at least this time, I chose a departure that was appropriate for the Vision Jet, which was good. Or sorry, the arrival that was appropriate for the Vision Jet. So that was good. And then listening to the ATIS beforehand, thankfully there was enough traffic on the ground frequency at Eugene to hear them say, you know, they were assigning the Eugene 1 departure to pretty much everyone, which was not put in by SimBrief. So I put that in and was ready for it when they said it. And then, yeah, we got a few change-ups, which was cool. We were expecting, what was it, 3-4 left on departure. They switched us to 3-5 right or 3-5 left. Anyway, they switched us to the parallel runway. So we got different taxi instructions than we were expecting. And then during the flight, we got a different altitude restriction at the Olympia VOR, down to 10,000 instead of 12,000. So that was cool. Oh yeah, the one mistake I made was on the descent, I put in 1,000 feet for that restriction in the FMS at Olympia instead of putting 10,000, and that caused the V path that was activated to dive really quickly for like 10 seconds until I corrected it. So that was a typo on my part that made us descend super fast. And then I kind of waited a little too long to just reactivate VNav direct. So we just kind of leveled off for a while instead of just reactivating and continuing our descent at a lower rate of descent. But besides that, I felt pretty good about it. Kind of reacted on the fly to those speed restrictions. I think that flying any plane into a big airport like this, you're going to get those speed, like keep to 190 knots, keep to 170 knots. So yeah, I think that was, I didn't expect it to happen, but I should have. Like I knew how to react to it, but I wasn't expecting him to give me those restrictions. You know, like thinking out loud, like, oh, I'm on the approach. I'm in a small plane. He's going to give me faster. He's going to give me faster speeds to follow on the approach. And I also slowed down quite a bit before then, which is probably why he told me to do that. So I should probably know in general, like to keep up the speed to a little under 200 knots or 200 knots for a while. I had the FMS and auto throttle bringing me down sooner to reach my final speed. So that was, I probably shouldn't do that in the future either, especially for a giant airport like that. Anyway, man, that was fun. Glad I did it. I'm kind of mentally exhausted though, but yeah, I'm not going to do a second flight. I'm going to call it a night. Go have some food and a beer, hang out with the puppy. I'll try to get you guys a picture on the Discord of the puppy there. I'm gonna go ahead and add you there. Was it Bella? Who said to add them? Why can't I left click the chat? What's going on here? Bella Skywing. Is this going to install a virus on my computer? Invitation failed. All right, well, I tried. Anyway, it's Kip OTG if you want to add me, Bella. A bunch of us have each other on there. And I don't know what it does other than, like, it doesn't show... It doesn't let us see each other, right? When we have multiplayer off or anything like that, right? Only if we form a group. Anyway, that was super fun. I think the runway lighting looks pretty good. I should have flown in and checked it out. But it looks good on the ground. Like I feel like in general, the lights in Microsoft Flight Sim by default are really bright. So these are more dim, and I think it was just, I don't know, a few bucks on sale in the marketplace. Or is it just a new arrival? I think it was like $5. Maybe it was $7 or $8. But these look pretty damn good. Especially when you're down really close to them. They're not just like completely blinding. Anyway, all right, guys. Good game. That was a fun flight. Josh, thanks for flying along the whole way. That was awesome, man. We did it. Thanks for the tips all along too, guys. Giving me the call outs and stuff. Giving me the ATC responses. That was great. All right, good to see you guys. Seth, yeah, thanks for flying along, dude. I saw you for a bit in the Pelican, so that was funny. And Pry is here right next to us in the jet. Good stuff. Better with a mic, yeah. Maybe next time you can get a mic hooked up and we'll do another one. Kevo, good to see you. Delta, Josh, Seth, JJ. Take it easy, guys. I'll see you this weekend. We'll see how I feel tomorrow. Some Fridays I just wanna stream, but yeah, this will do it for tonight, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a good night. Have a good day if you're if it's daytime where you are, and I'll see you guys around. See ya. See ya. See ya. See ya. Oh, this song is horrible.